how many drinks, if you go out on a night, how many drinks do you think you have?
Interesting question.
Because I play this game, I have a very, whatever you want to call it. My drinking habits are very similar to yours.
I had 10 vodka sodas on the flight over here.
Easy peasy.
Because that was one of our first times flying nice. They give you an extra one.
Yeah.
They give you another little bottle and another club soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got to do, so I'm like an expert on ordering drinks on a plane. What you got to do is you got to order all the ingredients yourself or you might get fucked. Because sometimes they'll pour it for you and then they'll pour another one's also. So like you'll go, hey, can I get a beer? And they'll pour it in the glass and then they'll share the rest with the next guy.
What the fuck?
That's what I was getting. I was getting little half bottles of beer or whatever.
No, you got to say, can I get a Heineken in the can, please? And then whenever you get a double Jack on the Rocks, say, can I get a double Jack on the? I do double Jack on the Rocks, lots of rocks, and can I just get the bottles because I may not drink it all at once. I don't want it to get warm. And that way you make sure you get the bottles, you get the thing, and then you have the bottles in your fucking pocket. So if there's a moment where you have a bottle in your backpack that you would like to change out for one of the empty bottles, right, and switch it out, like I just started drinking this new one, you go to your backpack, do a little switcheroo, then you put the bottle on the table, and everyone's like, whoa, he's still slow rolling that bottle.
So you walk around.
You're worried about? You're worried about people going, this guy's drinking too much on the plane?
You walk around with a bunch of airplane
Yeah.
bottles of liquor in your backpack?
Yeah.
That's not. Get Dr. Drew on the horn.
No.
Let me ask you this, because it was almost a situation.
My anxiety is.
I was going to sneak in bottles of Fireball here, little nips of Fireball.
My anxiety.
I was going to bring in a cheeseburger in case this sucked.
Haggis wasn't bad.
Everything was great.
But my anxiety isn't. My anxiety is a weird anxiety because my anxiety is that I don't have a problem if I know that I have alcohol I can access.
100. The second I know it's starting to dry up or something, I go, this is bad.
Yeah.
And I start getting real fucking antsy.
Especially on a plane, and so that's why I travel with a ton of liquor on me. Like you can carry a lot more than you think, but like probably 4 bottles. I've traveled with up to like 12 bottles of little baby bottles of Jack with me. It's the easiest one to do. I also travel with a water bottle. I fill it up with ice before I go in, like a big, like a thermos. And that way, if I just want to be in control of my own buzz. I don't need to get hammered, but I need to know that I can drink if I want to drink.
Sure.
I was on a flight to South Africa one time.
That'll fuck me up.
And we're flying from London to South Africa, and we're just getting over fucking Morocco, or like the north of Africa. And the guy tells me, I think I'm done serving you. And I went, okay. And I sat, and I thought, this needs to be a negotiation. And I walked up to him, and I said, here's the deal. I appreciate your opinion.
You're a fucking asshole.
I want you to know that
He was completely vacant at the time.
I have anxiety when I fly, and I don't need to get hammered. I just need to know that I can keep getting beers.
Sure.
So
that's good. It's a good way to put it.
So if we can figure out a way to do that, that would be great.
Are you cool at this time, or are you fucked up?
I'm pretty fucked up. I had already flown from L.A. to London, and now we're over Morocco.
Was he in a headlock when you had this conversation?
No. And I was sober enough. I was sober enough to make sense. I said, "Here's the other deal. I can go back. I very easily can go back, and this is what you've suggested to me. I can go back and grab a Xanax out of my bag and take a nibble and go to sleep. But then I might be a fucking mess. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just slow sip beers." And he went, "All right." He goes, "We got about 8 more hours in this flight."
What the? He's cutting you off fucking 8 hours to go?
He goes, "I'll give you 10 beers."
They were still taxing.
You got 10 beers, but you got to figure out how you're going to drink.
That's pretty good.
I went,
yeah,
buddy,
fair enough.
I go, "Buddy, I want to thank you." And I sat at my thing, and I looked at my watch. I said, 1 beer every hour, and right before we land, we get 4 beers.
He goes from cutting you off to a 10 beer?
10 beer count.
Dude, you should be working on Shark Tank.
Dude,
That's a fucking deal right there.
It worked so well, and it's never worked as good. Because I think the guy, because he's European or African, and he's like, they're light beers. The guy's not going to get fucking hammered.
Sure.
1 beer an hour is, and by the way, and for the record, I think I had maybe 4 more beers and I passed out.
But because you have the
you
surplus there the same way.
Because I knew.
I'm like, when it gets to be last call and shit, I get real fucking antsy, and I'm like, let's order 1,000. Just order 1,000 drinks. I'll figure it out. If I don't drink them, I don't drink them. But just give me.
In this vein, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So it's a slightly similar situation for the reasons. We got to the airport. The flight was delayed. We had a couple of drinks. We started to get to the point where we were feeling good.
I remember
Assumed
that.
we would get right on the plane. Fucking, they start handing out the champagne.
But they pushed it
we
like
keep cruising.
30 minutes. When
30
we got
minutes,
there.
40 minutes. There's nobody coming around. Not a fucking Cheez-It to be seen anywhere. Nothing.
You're in the air?
We had just taken off. But they didn't give anybody anything. You know, we were in first class, so we figured, here you go, there's this, there's that, whatever, fucking, all that stuff. So I am in that point where it's going away. The buzz is going down and the anxiety is coming up. This fucking guy in front of me. This guy in front of me. We're still making our way to cruising altitude. We're not even at 35,000 feet yet, people. And this guy's already crossing the fucking line.
You need.
We're in the air 4 minutes, 4 minutes.
Well, you need to find those people, those line steppers, and you need to pony up with the flight attendants and be on their team and let them know.
I would love to fucking duct tape somebody to their chair after they're talking
fucking
shit.
guy. He's a fuck. I'm so sorry they're doing that to you. You don't deserve that. Hey, can I get a double Tito's and soda?
Can I get 10 beers, please, before
listen,
we get to San Juan?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Make good with the jacket.
But the guy fucking, we're still going up, throws it back all the way. Like, I mean, like, Back to the Future.
And he's a bigger
drops it
guy.
back.
So, like,
He
visually.
goes all the way back. What is
the-
your
the-
opinion on going backwards with the seat?
We're in first class.
We're in first class.
That's
But it
part-
wasn't.
That's part of the price you pay for first class.
But it wasn't lay down. We switched planes. It was glorified Comfort Plus, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna
First class.
Reclining your seat for me is a lot like.
I couldn't see the TV. That was the problem.
He also didn't know they tilted.
What?
You know how, like, when they lean back, you can tilt your TV.
Yeah.
So you can then
So
see
you're
it.
going like this.
So he's like,
time.
he
I
goes,
was
no,
in-
buddy, you got it. It was a thing.
I was in a valley enough if there was no booze, and I was like, this isn't fucking happening. So I lean up, I go, yo, man, you got to move your seat up. And he's like, oh, and he moved it up.
He goes, I need
and then
my
like
rest.
then a minute later, he's like, I have to put it. I was like, dude, don't fucking put that seat back the whole fucking way. It's gonna be a problem.
So wait, did you recline your seat?
No,
So
I didn't.
Why don't you just? I joined the team.
I think, yes, whoever the first person to do, I think you can't, this is my take on it. You can't
It's
do
like
it.
standing up at a concert.
Yes, you can't do it. If the person in front of you hasn't done it, you can't go back.
Yeah.
If they go back, then it's a chain reaction from there, and it's like, hey, this started in fucking 2B. I'm sorry. This is the.
he puts it back a little bit. I hold my hand and let him put it back a little bit. He falls asleep. He wakes up maybe like an hour later, rests asleep, and I got about 3 or 4 fucking Tito's and sodas in me.
Yeah.
I realize he's like an 80-year-old man.
Because
They had the lights off when we took off.
I need to rest.
He was
like,
old
hey,
as
buddy.
shit.
Yeah, right.
You move
punk.
up.
He was old as shit.
Really?
So then
proper old.
he orders something to eat. He woke up. You could tell he couldn't sleep. He was doing this whole thing. And I wanted to be like, hey, man, when you're done eating, sir, you can slide it back. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But he was such a fucking dick to the fucking flight attendant.
Everyone's a
I was
dick.
like, fuck
Everyone's
this guy.
a dick on a plane for some
Why,
weird reason.
man? Well, dude, we were an hour and a half late, and some fucking dickhead behind me, because they switched planes, was like, I'm in the middle seat. I was supposed to be an aisle. Can you get an agent? An agent? We're about to pull the fucking trigger here, dude. You want a fucking agent? It's nuts.